All right, so today we're doing something a little different. No rebuild. I know some of you guys are probably crushed, but I'm going to go over my all-star vote. The first phase ends on the 24th, then the second phase starts on the 28th, and I felt like, you know what? Let's hop into it. Let's do a little fun. Let's do some real-life baseball talk for once. And yeah, let's get into it. If you guys want to see some more real-life baseball videos going around talking about like what's going on in the news or anything like this, let me know. Hit that like button. That's the easiest way for me to know. And of course, get in the comment section, drop a comment. Let me know what your all-star team is right now. I want to see what you guys think. Do you guys disagree with some of the picks that I chose? Let me know down below. And of course, if you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button and never miss a future video. All right, let's get into it. All right, so like I said, the first phase ends the 24th, and then they lower it down to whoever is left, and then they go to the 28th. So, or they start again on the 28th. So you can vote up to 5 times a day. So if you guys want to get in on the action, go to the ballot and go get your votes in. And now let's talk about this. So I know I'm covering up some people on the bottom here, and I've done a little research on some of the players just to kind of get an idea of like who's actually doing well, because yeah, it's great to know average, home runs, RBIs, and OPS, but I want to see like extra base hits. I want to see a couple other things, see how many games they've played, because some of these guys are getting counted even though they've only played like 10 games. Like shortstop. Where is he? We'll go by average. Mondesi's only played in 10 games, and like it's cool that he's doing really well, but that's such a small sample size. So I looked at a couple players that I had a couple questions about just to see, and then we'll talk about it too. So first base, this is a no-brainer. As good as some of these guys are, like Matt Olson, I didn't realize Matt Olson was having that good of a year. Like I knew Matt Olson was having a good year, but I didn't realize it was this good. Same thing with Jared Walsh. I knew he was having a good year, but not that good. So yeah, I knew Trey Mancini was having a solid season as well, but like Vlad Jr. is killing it. Absolutely mashing it. So he's an all-star. Like there's no doubt about that one. So you look at some of the other guys here too, like on the other side, like the National League. I don't know how Rizzo's in third. I'm not gonna lie, I have a feeling it's just Chicago being crazy and voting 47 times a day. You know, they have 5 times a day on one email. They're starting another account, they're doing another 5 times. They're starting another account, they're doing another 5 times. Don't get me wrong, Rizzo's a good player, but like he's not deserving of an all-star game this year. So let's see here. Aguilar, okay. Brandon Belt, pretty decent year. And you got to think of like, I don't want you guys to get in the comment section being like, Brandon Belt deserves it over Trey Turner because Brandon Belt has better numbers here. I'm only basing it off of their position. Like I'm basing Brandon Belt off of what Goldschmidt's doing versus what, you know, Max Muncy's doing. So like I'm only taking the numbers into consideration with other first basemen. So first base versus first base, right? Like I don't care what a shortstop's doing compared to a first baseman. I'm only looking at their position. So when we take a look at this, I mean, CJ Cron kind of having a decent year. Freddie Freeman having a solid season. But like you look at everybody here, and I feel like Max Muncy compared to like everybody else is doing pretty well. Actually, Rhys Hoskins, the average is low. The OPS, okay, a little low. Run production's there. I might have to look at Rhys Hoskins numbers. Like I said, Brandon Belt's having a solid season, but I just Max Muncy's just getting on base at an elite level, and he's killing it this year. I think I gotta go Max Muncy. Like I said, Brandon Belt, not a bad season, but I think Max Muncy's just doing it a little bit better. That's all it is. Okay, this was one of them that I had to double check on some numbers, because like Altuve having a really good year. I mean, you're looking at some other people here, and I mean, David Fletcher is just doesn't have power, and that's why his OPS is pretty low. But like, okay, Marcus Semien, we'll do by average because that'll get those two up closer. Madrigal's out for the year, so yikes. David Fletcher, he's having a pretty good hitting year. It's just he doesn't have the power. But these two, Altuve and Semien, this is where it gets a little interesting. Altuve's played in like 60 games and Semien's played in like 70 games, right? So yeah, less at bats, more of a chance for his average to be a little bit higher, right? But at the same time, you're looking at really similar run production, same home runs, really similar OPS, and on top of that, extra base hits, less strikeouts for Altuve, and less strikeouts by quite a bit. I think it was like 30. let me do a little double check for you guys, because this one was interesting. Don't get me wrong, I know a lot of people don't like Altuve, the whole cheating scandal, blah 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 blah. But all right, so we have 283 at bats, 76 strikeouts for Semien, and for Altuve, we have 250 at bats, but only 43 strikeouts. Walks 30. Walks are two different. Semien has two more than Correa, but like, I think I gotta give it to Altuve. Don't get me wrong, Semien's having a great season. I was one of those people that didn't like the signing of Semien. I thought he was gonna be a bust, proving me wrong. I'll admit it. I gotta go Altuve though. I think Semien, it's definitely a coin flip. You can go either one here. I'm just looking at the numbers a little bit. I think Altuve deserves it a little bit more. Don't get me wrong, Semien having a great season, but I'm gonna go Altuve here. Next up, second baseman, Horner's hurt. He's also played in like maybe 20 games tops. Gene Segura having a really good year, really solid season. Same thing with Adam Frazier. Looking at the rest of the league in terms of second baseman, Jazz, I know he's been hurt kind of on and off, so kind of tough to get into a routine, get him consistent at bats. And then looking at other players here, McMahon's having a good year. I don't really know how Ozzie Albies is in first compared to other players. I just don't. Same thing with Gavin Lux. This just has to be fans voting for him, because like, honestly, I think it's got to be one of these two. I think one of these two guys deserves it the most. Gene Segura is having a phenomenal season. Adam Frazier, crazy good year. I know, doesn't have the power, not as exciting as someone who's hitting 16 home runs, 10 home runs, things like that. But if you're looking at players who like I think deserve it, I think it's got to be Adam Frazier or Gene Segura. Honestly, it's a coin flip here. Adam Frazier, Gene Segura. I'm gonna go Adam Frazier. Honestly, I don't know. It's a coin flip there, but I'm gonna go Adam Frazier. Third base, Devi. It's gotta be Devers. Jose Ramirez is having a good year, but every time I'm on Twitter, because don't get me wrong, I don't watch a lot of Red Sox baseball. I know they're having a killer season. I know they've got some really good players, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't really watch a lot of Red Sox baseball, but I've been keeping up to what they're doing. Every time I'm scrolling through Twitter, I'm seeing Devers RBI, home run, base hit, this, that, and the other thing. Devers is killing it. Like, this is an insane season. Like, Jose Ramirez is there too. You got to give it to Devers. Third base, easily. Next up, this one's a little tough. Chris Bryant, probably one of the coldest hitters in baseball right now. Like, he's just, what happened? He just went absolutely, his OPS was at like 1,000. His average was 300, and all of a sudden it's just like he just can't hit the baseball. JD Davis has only played in like 10 games, so I don't really want to count him. Machado, not too bad. You look at some of these other guys too. Escobar, Moustakas. Like, the seasons aren't terrible, but if I'm looking at who I want to vote here, I'm looking at probably these. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Longoria, I think he's played in 50 games ish. So again, he's been hurt a little bit, in and out of the lineup. Not too much though. Like, he's been a mainstay, and he's having a great year. Comeback season almost. You're looking at him and you're going, where's this Longo been for quite some time? And I definitely do think he deserves to be in the conversation. Arenado, obviously, those RBI numbers are stupid. The home run numbers are really, really good. OPS is a little low, but the average is good. And I mean, I'm looking at these guys and I'm going, dang, you could really choose any of these players here, and you have a good third baseman. Like, Longo, Chris Bryant. I don't know. I really don't. Okay, I'm gonna be a homer here. I'm gonna go Chris Bryant. Honestly, like I said, you could go any of the third basemen there. I'm gonna be a homer. I'm gonna give Chris Bryant the vote. I think he's gonna come back. He's gonna get hot right before the All-Star break. All right, next up, this one, I'm gonna go. This one was another toss-up because I looked at it and holy cow, these numbers are so close. Like I said, Mondesi's only played in 10 games, so it's tough to give him a vote. But these two are the ones that I'm torn between. Their numbers are almost identical, right? The average is definitely really good for Xander. But you look at Carlos Correa's like on base percentage, it's almost 400. I think it's like 393. I mean, it's literally a toss up. Both the guys are really close in like every single stat. And I'm looking at it, I'm going, who do I go with, right? I'm going to go Xander Bogaerts. I think Correa definitely deserves to be number 2 over Bichette. Maybe even number 1, but I'm going to go Xander. I really like Correa. I'm a Correa fan. I think he's a really good shortstop, but I think the numbers just favor Xander just a little bit. But like I said, Correa is killing it this year. This one's so obvious. It's Tatis. There's no other player. Trey Turner, again, another one of those players I think is super underrated, but like is not even getting any second or third votes. I definitely think he deserves to be, top 3, but yeah, this is just the Cubs fans voting for him. Like, don't get me wrong, 16 home runs is great, but like, meh, I definitely think Tatis is the shortstop, no doubt about it. Okay, catchers. I don't know how Martin Maldonado's in 3rd place. What? But yeah, Yasmani Grandal's having a crazy weird season. The fact that his OPS is almost 800 and his average is this low, unbelievable. I gotta go Salvi though. Salvi's having a crazy good year. 18 home runs? Are you serious? Salvi, catcher, 100%. Buster Posey's getting my vote. It's insane. I don't understand it. This is a brand new Buster Posey. I don't know where the Giants got this guy, but this is absolutely insane what he's doing. Buster Posey for catcher. Outfield. This is another one that got super weird, and I wasn't 100% sure how to do this, right? Buxton, been hurt about half the season, maybe a little bit over half the season. Mike Trout, been hurt for about half the season. I feel like if I'm gonna give out all-star votes, I want to give it to players who have been playing consistently well throughout the whole year, right? Like, I don't want to just give it to a guy who was like really good for 2 weeks and then has cooled off or been hurt, right? Don't get me wrong, injuries happen and it sucks. Like, these 2 players, injuries definitely hurt their season. Otherwise, they could be doing similar numbers and killing it, right? The fact that Buxton has 10 home runs and has only played in like half the season is insane. The thing is, you got players like Cedric Mullins who've been healthy for 90% of the season. I think actually he's been healthy the whole year. And this is an insane year for Cedric Mullins. He deserves it. So as much as I want to give these guys votes, I feel like I should give it to players who have been staying healthy, have been putting good season, consistent years. All right, so that's my logic behind it. Otherwise, I would totally vote for these guys. But so let's talk about Cedric Mullins. He's getting my vote. The dude is unbelievable. He's having an insane season. I got to give it to Cedric Mullins. Next up, Michael Brantley. It's a toss-up. I think Aaron Judge is staying healthy. He's having a really good season. I think Akil Baddoo, yeah, he's having a good year. Teoscar having a good year. Adolis Garcia, 18 home runs. You got to give Adolis Garcia a vote, right? Like, he's being an all-star. That is what you want. He is being an all-star. He's giving you crazy good numbers. Adolis Garcia's got to be in the mix, right? And this is where I'm torn. There's a couple guys here that, like, I feel like definitely deserve it. Mitch, I think Mitch deserves a vote. Like, I definitely see him getting in the mix. Who else? Mitch might be the one that, like, they throw in as the Mariners representative, because that's just an insane season. He's playing so well, but I think he's stayed healthy. He's putting up, I don't know, dude. These are insane. Michael Brantley leads the league in average, so it's hard to vote against him. But at the same time, Aaron Judge, when healthy, is a different animal. So it's a toss-up. I'm gonna go Aaron Judge. Man, this is tough. Aaron Judge, Michael Brantley. I guess Aaron Judge. Michael Brantley, though, I feel bad leaving him out. But, like, dang, man. This one's tough. Because, like, I'm looking at this, I'm going, Cedric Mullins is having a career year. Adolis Garcia having a career year. I'm going to stick with this. I'm going to stick with it. Because otherwise I'm going to sit here for 20 minutes trying to figure out if I want to go Michael Brantley or Aaron Judge. And, like, the fact that Michael Brantley has almost a 900 OPS and only has 4 home runs is insane. I think I got to count Michael Brantley into this. Adolis Garcia, I'm sorry. You got 18 home runs though, and you're having a really good season. Michael Brantley deserves to be in here somehow, but who gets dropped? That's my question. Who's getting? Michael Brantley deserves to be an all-star, 100%. Okay, these two. Don't even try to convince me otherwise. Yet the fielding may not be there, but you know what? The fact that they're like the two scariest hitters in baseball right now, they deserve to be in the all-star game. And then number 3 is right here, Acuna. Ketel Marte, killing it. Absolutely mashing. Power numbers aren't there, but this is an insane season. This is insane. This is a crazy good year. Starling Marte just came back from injury. I'm going to hold off on him. Brian Reynolds is having a good year. Tyler O'Neill. Like, there's some really good hitters this season. 100%. But these 3 are just on a different planet. And as much as I hate to, like, be like, dang, Franmil, sorry. JD Martinez, sorry. Cruz, sorry. Yordan, he's staying healthy, sorry. But, like, come on. Shohei, dude. Shohei's putting up numbers that no one has seen for, hundreds of years, since like Babe Ruth played against plumbers. So like you gotta give it to him. Shohei's probably MVP right now. Guerrero's having a crazy good year. Vladdy, crazy good year. But like Ohtani, pitching and hitting, that's not fair. So here's my vote. Here's my vote for today. And I mean, let me know what you guys think. Let me know where you guys differ. But I feel happy with this. I definitely do. I don't know what that squeak was that came out of my mouth, but yeah, I feel pretty happy with this vote. So there it is. My all-star vote. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know where you differ. Let me know who you want in the all-star game. Who I missed out on. I want to see your votes down below. Let me know. If you enjoyed it, thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. And of course, get in the comment section. Leave a comment, a like, a sub, all that good stuff. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.